Well, hey there. It's
Hey,
opposite
hey, hey.
Saxes again. And it's Thursday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So you know where you are, and we thank you for being where we are. Because that's what it's all about. Just spending a little bit of time, maybe a smile on your face, spending time with
They
us.
may not be smiling when they hear what we're going to talk about today.
Well, we're going to talk about
I
retirement.
think it's nice. It's
It's
nice.
something that if you're under retirement age, it's something you're going to aspire to. And if you're already retired, you may be saying to yourself, "Am I really enjoying myself, or what else could I do, or what do I
Mhm.
want to do?"
Mhm.
And that's what retirement really is all about. I mean, case in point for us,
Yeah.
when we retired, we actually moved at the time,
Yeah.
moved from Florida to
So that
Texas.
took up some time coming here and unloading the
Right.
boxes and unpacking
And honestly,
and
I
organizing.
said I want to just sit back for a couple of months and I just want to get a couple of good books and sit in a nice comfortable chair and read. And that lasted for a few weeks and then I got tired of it, you know. But the important thing that I will share, this is serious and we don't get serious very often. One thing, when you are going into retirement, sit back and if you want to take out a piece of paper and a pencil, fine. Write down the things that you always wanted to do. You know what? If you always wanted to race a car, call the local racetrack and see, are there any opportunities for me as a retiree to learn how to get behind the wheel of a race car and go around the track? I'm
So
I'm I'm dead serious.
I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah.
What I'm saying in a nutshell is to make a plan before you retire.
Yeah.
Make a list of things you want to do, things you might have to do to earn a little bit of money, but you should have a plan. Not like what we did because we were moving, we moved quite a distance.
Yeah.
And so we really didn't have a plan because we weren't sure what was around here
The first plan was to try and figure out where we were living and what was around us. I
and
mean,
how to get everything from one house
that
into
well,
this
yeah, that's
house.
part of retirement. And also, if I need a dentist, who do I go to?
Yeah.
And how about the doctors?
Yeah.
And which pharmacy am I going to use? And the grocery
So
stores.
once you have that, then get off your duff and keep busy. That's what you need to do.
What is
Just
a duff?
to rear end.
Oh, is it okay?
You knew that. You're
You know
teasing.
what I always wondered? I don't know. I'm getting off the subject slightly, but somebody would say something's out of whack.
Hmm.
What's a whack?
Could be anything. Could be your back is out of whack.
No, no, your
Could
back.
be.
It's your back that's out of whack.
Oh,
But what is a whack? What's the definition of a whack? I mean, other than you know,
it's just not the same.
it's a phrase that we've all used. And we'll do a show on phrases
Yeah, I'm
sometime
sure we will.
because I want to
I'm sure
research
we
what
will.
a whack is so
Okay.
that I can say
Okay, that's a
say
whole
with
other
some
show.
authority it's out
Okay.
of whack.
Okay. In the meantime,
No, in the meantime, we were talking about retirement, and what I did was one of the things that I did. I've loved baseball. I'm not a baseball player. I'm a baseball fan. I enjoy baseball. Well, I happened to mention it to a neighbor, and they said, "Well, we got a minor league team right here in the city where you live." We do? Yeah, check it out. I go online and I find out about the minor league team, and I find out that in a few weeks they're having a job fair. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go down there and see what it's all about.
you're going to go down there?
Huh? Well, we both went. Yeah.
We both went because he wouldn't allow me to stay at home. He thought I should go. He thought it would be fun.
And fun. Yes, that was our word.
Fun.
It was fun. And so we signed on with the local minor league team, working game day, ushering, or you actually were working a lot in the playground area for the kids.
Yes,
And
I
that,
was.
and it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun in the 100-degree heat
Yeah.
and in the 60-degree rain.
And I was an
And
usher in the outfield. And it
yeah,
was fun.
it was also very warm.
Very warm.
Very. As in
But we
very.
got nice clothes. They gave us nice shirts to wear and all. They didn't pay very much, but you could watch a game.
But we met some very nice people.
And a lot of
And
and
it
a
got
lot
us
of them were
out.
retirees.
Yes.
Yes.
And it got us out. And but then you got involved with a few other nonprofit organizations.
Yep.
And with your radio,
veterans
and
veterans
announcing,
organizations,
and announcing.
nonprofit organizations.
Yeah, and I got a part-time job, but sometimes you get involved in too much.
Right.
There is that possibility where you kind of overextend yourself.
Well, that's because a lot of your neighbors and the friends you start to meet, they say, "Oh, you should really go to this meeting. Why don't you go to this meeting with me and see what it's all about?" And then somebody at the meeting gets you to sign up to be a member. You don't have to do anything. Just want you to be a member. Okay, I can be a member. And then all of a sudden they want you on a committee.
Right.
And then after you're on a committee for a year, that maybe you'd like to serve as an officer. And we
both
have always had a tendency of saying yes much too often.
Yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not fun.
No, I enjoyed my nonprofits and my HOA board, and you did enjoy your nonprofits as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes it begins to be too much, because then when one says to the other, "Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me?" And then one day becomes 1 week, and one day becomes a month, one day becomes a year.
And sometimes you say to yourself,
still on the list.
I am busier in retirement than I was when we were operating our business 6 days a week. We worked side by side 6 days a week in paradise, and never really had an opportunity to enjoy the sun or the sand or the beach or the water, because we were working 6 days a week, and on the seventh day we were at the grocery store and the laundry room.
Unfortunately, we don't have any sand. We got a lot of sun here, but we don't have a lot of sand here. So we're not near the water.
We got a lot of sun in Texas.
We spend a lot of time with our children and our grandson, and that you can't put a price tag on.
And that's part
fabulous.
of retirement too. And we're finding that a lot more people do, when they retire, if they have kids and they are not right there in the same town where you're living, that a lot of grandparents are starting to follow their kids in retirement. To be around, to help out when you want. And if traveling is your thing, some people retire and they buy a motor home, and then they get on the road and they travel. We have friends that do that. Some people love to just get on a cruise ship, even once a month. Get on a cruise ship for 5 or 7 days and enjoy what cruising is all about.
Once a month?
There are people that will cruise once a month.
There are some people that live on a ship.
Well, that's another thing you can do.
But yeah.
But the thing, you have to identify the things that you really like to do.
And it doesn't always have to be together.
That's right.
Side by
I was just
side.
going to say,
Oh,
you love
sorry.
cooking. You love cooking. All right, you know how to open up a recipe book and follow a recipe, but maybe you've always wanted to take a cooking class. You contact the local college. Oh my goodness, they've got a culinary art class. I think I'll take that class. That's
very true.
That's what retirement should be all about. And it might cost a few bucks in order to do it, but you may find that I have enjoyed that culinary arts class so much, I'm going to get a part-time job at a local bakery.
That's possible.
And help ice those cupcakes.
But you are enjoying retirement so much that I think I'm going to call a handyman later today.
What? Oh, because I'm too busy doing the other things? I told you I've told you before the pandemic, I'll get to it as soon as I have time. Now that the pandemic's over.
Yeah, now what's your excuse?
She's trying to cash in on the promises made.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
You still have to find the time for that too.
Yeah.
But I waited 50 years to do what I'm doing right now with you.
And you are more than welcome to do it. And I know you enjoyed it, and you're very good at it.
And I
I'm
very much enjoy having a co-host like you.
We're having a very good time doing this.
We are, because we're opposite Saxes.
But I'm still getting a handyman, honey. Because I've given up.
I guess, folks, when I sign off, I'm going to get that can of paint and that brush, and I'm going to do what she's been after me to do for the last 8 months.
No ladders.
No.
No ladders.
If it involves a ladder or the roof,
that I do put I say no.
Then I'll call the handyman. But and even things like gardening. No, no, I'll take care of it. I'll trim the bushes. And I realize that I just can't bend over that easily to trim those bushes. So sometimes she has to call the handyman.
But that's all right. I love you anyway.
I know. And you enjoy calling the handyman because it's fun. Right?
It gets done.
Well, yeah.
As well as fun.
Done fun, right?
And we are, guess what? We are done.
Done. We're still talking, aren't we? Or have you
No, we
decided
were done.
to retire from this
I
this
think
conversation?
because it's been so strenuous that I am going to take a little nap. Because that's what we retirees do whenever we want.
Sitting here talking to each other is very, very strenuous.
But that's part of retirement.
Yeah,
You
that's
can take
true.
a nap whenever you like. You can put your feet up. You can watch a
And
TV
you know what?
show.
That is a definite bonus for being retired, is that you're not punching a clock. And so if after lunch or just for an hour or two in the afternoon you say, you know what, I'm just going to put my head down, maybe put a little meditation music on.
I've done that.
And relax, you can do it.
Yeah.
Because you're retired.
So that's why I'm going to sign off.
You're going to wait
And
till
I'm
the
going
end
to
of the
take a
show,
little
or are you
nap.
just going to leave?
Or I may go do some Netflix and some Poldark.
Because that's part of retirement also.
It's a tough decision.
But we really thank you for joining us on on Opposite Saxes. And if you're not of retirement age, start thinking about it. Start planning for it. Put a few bucks away every week for it, because you're going to need it. You will. If you get those jobs, little side jobs that you want, you'll make money at it. But it isn't going to necessarily be like having a regular salary coming in. So you have to plan for that and be ready for it, right?
Whatever you say, honey.
Oh boy, can I get that in writing?
Sure.
It ain't worth the paper it's printed on. But hey, if you are ever thinking of becoming your own boss, and you say to yourself, you know what, now that I am retired, got a few bucks in the bank, that sandwich shop down there, that's a pretty good idea. I've always wanted to have a sandwich shop. You could do one of two things. You can open up your own sandwich shop and buy all the equipment and go into debt if you want, or you could call Irving Chung, who is a franchise consultant.
I didn't know that there were franchise consultants.
Absolutely.
He is very interesting. I've listened
He's like
to
a
him.
broker. He knows almost
He's
every
very good.
franchise that's out there. And I think he told me one time that there are at least 3,500 different kinds
Really?
of franchises. Some of them are big.
Yeah.
But some of them are, you can even continue to work full time and still operate a franchise and have somebody else working for the franchise and still make money. If you've got questions about it, go to bigconsideration.com and you can connect with Irving Chung. He'll even give you mentioned this show, he'll give you a free consultation and tell you about it and answer your questions. And you might say, you know what, Irving, I'm going to call you back in a couple of years because I might be ready, but not right now. Perfectly okay with Irving. And likewise, perfectly okay with Christine Dean if you want to get in touch with her, because you do have a business and your business is maybe after COVID, maybe it's sagging a little. It needs a little shot in the arm. It needs
a little
boost.
tweaking.
Boy, she is the go-to girl because she is a guru of improving your business. Whether it's your website or whether it's marketing, whatever, she knows what she's talking about. Christine Dean, and she is the DFW Networking Diva.com.
I can't forget
Good people.
rubbernecksjewelry.com
Rubbernecks Jewelry.
for that
our
very
friend from back in
special
Chicago.
bracelet, necklace that you've wanted. Very different.
Plain or adorned.
It can be done
Lots
any
of
way you
different
want
ways.
it.
Yep. And Nancy Plax is the contact there at rubbernecksjewelry.com. Made out of rubber bands. Amazing.
It is amazing. It's very
amazing.
different. Okay. I'm done.
You ready?
I really am ready for that nap.
You're ready to hit the pillow.
I am.
All right. Then I guess we're out of here.
We are.
Catch you next week.
Bye.
Bye.